Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're gonna do a detailed review of the Lenovo K6 Power. So the Lenovo K6 Power is the latest budget offering from Lenovo, and this is priced 9,999 and comes with quite decent specification, and this is available exclusively on Flipkart. So in this video we'll talk about almost all aspects about this device, the pros and cons, and we'll see whether this device is really value for money. So without any further delay, let's get started with a detailed review of the Lenovo K6 Power. So first up, let's talk about the design and build quality. So first up, when you look at the Lenovo K6 Power, you get a feeling that there are a lot of inspiration from other Xiaomi's Redmi 3S Prime in terms of the design elements. You can see the rear panel with curved edges looks very similar to the Redmi 3S, but the camera placement and the fingerprint unit is located quite different. We have the camera placement on the center point, and we also have the flash and the fingerprint scanner located below it. There are dual speakers below and the Lenovo logo. So overall, definitely the build quality is quite good and looks pretty good as well. And although the thickness is slightly on the higher side when compared to the Redmi 3S Prime, the weight is almost similar, and we have the power and volume keys on the right side. The SIM tray is on the left side. On the top we have the 3.5mm audio jack and the micro USB charging slot. So design looks quite good, and on the front panel we have this 5-inch Full HD display, 3 capacitive touch buttons. They are not backlit. So that is the design and build quality of the Lenovo K6 Power. So in terms of the design, there is nothing outstanding, but it definitely looks like a decent device, and build quality looks pretty premium, and the all metallic unibody design adds a premium finishing to the device. So that is the design and build quality of the Lenovo K6 Power. Now let's talk about the display. So this phone comes with a Full HD display. That's a 1920 by 1080p resolution, and the display quality on the device is really good. The display is pretty crisp, vibrant and colorful, and does the job pretty well. The viewing angles are also really good. The outdoor visibility is also pretty good. Now one thing we noticed about the display is that initially when you use the device, it's kind of sticky at times. It's not really smooth, but over a period of time when you use the device, the display, the smoothness of the display increases, and the touch response feels better. Now another issue with the device is that there is no protection offered on the display. There is no Corning Gorilla Glass, and you need to add a screen guard to protect the device from any scratches. Next up, let's talk about the software. So the software on this device is Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and we have this custom Vibe UI, and you can see that there are two versions of the Vibe UI, one with an app drawer which resembles the stock Android, another one with multiple home screens, which has been the Lenovo's UI. Now if you see the settings, you can see it's almost implemented similar to stock experience. We have some additional features like quick snap, double tap to wake up, a smart scene, white touch is also included. Then there is fingerprint options to capture pictures. Then dual apps profile, where you can run two instances of the same app, that is two WhatsApp, two Facebook accounts can be used simultaneously. And some additional features are also included. And if you look at the toggles, you can see that it is again customizable. You can drag and rearrange based on your preferences. And in terms of customization options, there are some additional theme support. You can download, there's no option to download, but there are some 7 themes available. You can just change them and have some basic customization. So the UI is definitely decent looking UI, but it's not really as polished as or as feature rich as the MIUI. So in terms of software, we would say Lenovo still needs to catch up with the MIUI and the Honor's EMUI in terms of the features and customization options being offered. But other than that, if you're a person who loves stock like experience, you won't be disappointed with this UI, and does the job pretty well. Now talking about the performance, so this phone is powered by the Snapdragon 430 octa-core chipset, which is clocked at 1.4 GHz and coupled with 3GB RAM and 32GB storage. The Snapdragon 430 is one of the budget offerings from Qualcomm, and it does the job pretty well on this device, and it's pretty responsive, no lags or issues, and does the job pretty well. In day-to-day experience, we never felt any lag or issues, and it was quite responsive to all the apps. Now talking about the gaming experience, so gaming experience was quite good on this device. It was kind of okay for a budget offering with a decent gaming experience, no major lags or issues, but there was frame skips here and there when playing heavy graphic rich games. And one thing we noticed was that device gets hot almost close to 45 degrees after almost 30 minutes of gaming, so that's definitely a concern. But if you're not really into gaming, you shouldn't be worried about the heating issue on this device. But other than that, it definitely gets warm up to 44 degrees with intensive gaming. Now this phone comes with dual SIM cards, voltage support and micro SD card support, which is a hybrid SIM card, so you can use 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card. Now talking about the benchmark scores, the Antutu benchmark score is 44,303, which is again quite a decent score for a budget offering. So overall, in terms of the performance and software, we would say it's a quite good device, and no major complaints or issues with the device. Now regarding the call quality, we are pretty happy with the call quality on this device, and there's no dropped calls and no signal issues. And one of the important aspects about this device is the speaker performance. So this supports Dolby Atmos, and the speaker performance is really good. And if you're a person who loves to listen to music using the speakers, then this is one of the really good devices to buy in this price point. So the speaker performance is one of the strong points. Along with that, you also have Dolby Atmos support. There is also VR support on this device, so you can enable the VR mode using the settings. Next up, let's talk about the camera. So we already done a detailed camera review. So we have a 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash and a front facing 8 megapixel camera for selfies. The rear camera has the face detection autofocus, and this phone also comes with a smart mode, which was first available on the Lenovo Vibe Shot, and the smart mode automatically detects the color and the conditions of the object, and then it chooses the mode automatically. So now that was the interface, and does offer some additional features like the professional mode, art nightscape, fast motion and slow motion is also supported. Now looking at the camera samples which we have taken with this device, so here are some of the samples which we have taken in daylight, and in terms of the daylight experience, we would say the camera performance was quite good, and there is good sharpness levels, good clarity, and in daylight or bright sunlight, we would say the camera performance was really good, and color quality also was pretty good. The close-up images also came pretty well on this device. Now where this device fails is the low light experience. The low light samples were pretty noisy. Even with adequate lighting, you could definitely see some noise in the low light experience. So, but then considering the pricing of this device, that's a budget offering, we would say the camera performance is quite above average. So that is the camera performance, and also the video recording, which is full HD, which again does the job pretty well in the budget segment. Next up, the fingerprint scanner. So we have a fingerprint scanner on the rear panel, which performs pretty well, and it does unlock the device in pretty good time. And you can also use the fingerprint scanner to quickly capture selfies and use this for camera purpose. So the fingerprint scanner definitely is quite good on this device. So finally, we'll talk about the battery. So this phone has a 4000 mAh battery, and the battery performance is really great on this device. So one of the few devices offering 4100 or rather 4000 mAh battery in this segment, and the performance is really good. With moderate usage, you can easily get through 1.5 day of usage. Even if you are a heavy user, you can easily get through 1 day of usage, and we are sure that even with heavy usage, you can get more than a day of usage on this device. So battery will not be an issue, and it's really good performance on this device. So now finally summing up. So this device is priced 9,999, and is it really a worthy buy at this price point? Because we have the Xiaomi's Redmi 3S Prime and Redmi Note 3 also being offered at a similar price point. So overall, we would say Lenovo's K6 Power is one of the few devices in this segment which offers great performance and ticks almost all the right boxes. So that's one really good all-round device with good design, build quality, display is pretty good. The software and performance is quite decent. Decent camera performance except for low light, and exceptional battery performance, all in one package offered at 9,999. So where this device falls short is the experience of the software. That's not really as rich as the MIUI, and the camera performance in low light could have been better. Other than that, we would say there's nothing much to complain on the Lenovo's K6 Power, and definitely is a worthy device. It's a big thumbs up from us for the Lenovo K6 Power, and if you plan to buy this device, we have the link available in the description of this video, and you can buy it using our link. So that was a detailed review of the Lenovo's K6 Power along with pros and cons, and this is quite a good device in this price point considering the specification being offered. So that's all guys, thanks for watching, hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.